Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
A good evening to you here from the Highliner Activity Center in Valley City. Josh Boyko with you here on Your Live Event, welcoming you in to the third place matchup between the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Valley City Highliners for a chance at a state qualifier round match on Saturday. It's important volleyball coming up here from the Highliner Activity Center, and we're so glad you've joined us here for it for the audio coverage of Region 1A Volleyball. This is the third place match, and this is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. And we've got a couple of teams here that have played some good volleyball throughout the season, and Northern Cass has pulled off an upset on their way here. Valley City getting upset the Tuesday this week to send them to this game. So let's take a look at how both teams got here. Nick Tice's squad entered Monday with a 12-13 record and 5-7 in the region. They became the 5 seed, and they got matched up with the 4 seed Kindred Vikings right off the bat. And Northern Cass was able to go up 2-0 quickly in that match, and then Kindred storms back and evens it at 2. Kindred goes up 11-6 in that 5th set, but Nick Tice calls a timeout, down 11-6. They rattle off 5 straight points to tie it up and eventually do close it out. So the Jaguars avoid being reverse swept, even though they were not the favored seed. The Jaguars with an impressive performance, 14 kills on the outside for Carly Ryder to lead the Jaguars in that match. And then they got matched up with the number 1 seeded Oak Grove Grovers, coming fresh off the bye week, or bye day on Monday rather. Oak Grove wins that 3-0. Couple close sets in there, but the Grovers were in control for most of it. Northern Cass got down early in a few sets and then set them back a little bit, but the Jaguars find themselves here competing for 3rd place and a chance at a state qualifier matchup that if they win this one here tonight, they would get to play the loser of the championship match between Mayport CG and Carrington on the 2A side, where we'll also have video coverage for that championship game here tonight on Your Live Event. So if you want to be keeping tabs on your team here versus what the potential matchup could be, stay tuned. Later you'll find out based on that matchup between Mayport CG and Carrington. Whoever loses that will get the winner of this Northern Cass Valley City game. That game will take place, that match will be 3 p.m. on Saturday in Jamestown for the state qualifier round. Much more to come here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, and we'll get to Valley City's path on how they've gotten here and a whole lot more here when we come back.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze-up. Sywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need, top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The holidays are here, and Mindak Market has the perfect gifts to make every moment memorable and sweet. From multiple gift pack options to the Dubai chocolate bars on sale now for $6.99. Dubai chocolate bars are the perfect stocking stuffers. Even Santa is going chocolate. Mindak Market has everything you need to spread joy and flavor this season. Stop in today and check out the selection for yourself with Mindak Market in the West Acres Mall in Fargo.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Welcome back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote today. Let's take a look at the Valley City Highliners and how they've gotten to this point in their season. 14-4 entering on Monday for their overall record. 10-2 within the region. The losses coming to Kindred in one of them and Oak Grove in the other. And that Oak Grove matchup, they split with the Grovers 1-1 in the season, but they lost in 3, they won in 5. So the tiebreaker of the number 1 seed, since they both had a 10-2 record, that goes to the Grovers, who got to take full advantage of that bye and then rolled past Northern Cass to send themselves to the Region 1 championship game, which will be coming up later tonight on your live event. So don't miss that one. We'll go live with it from the Highliner Activity Center right after we wrap up this one. But right now, the Highliners, they had to go through on Monday. They went through the Wahpeton Huskies, no issues there. Did not allow more than 11 points in a set. We're looking brilliant. Katie Koka, as always, starring for the Highliners. And then they got matched up with the 3 seed Central Cass Squirrels in the second round. In that semifinals round, they end up losing in 5 to the Squirrels, a team that they had beat in all 6 sets to this point to that point in the season. So the Squirrels come out with a little bit more energy and took advantage of some mistakes made by this Highliners team. 6 service errors in the first set alone, so gifted away some points in a close set that they lost. 26-24 was the final in that first set after the Highliners were up by a few points and had set point, could not close it out. Dana Stansberry's Central Cass Squirrels team able to come all the way back and take that first set. Valley City then roars back with a 25-11 victory in the second set. And you're thinking, my goodness, this is the Highliners team that we know and love. And Katie Koka was rolling, Sky Nielsen and company, just all the pieces were coming together. But there was the complete opposite in the third set where Central Cass won 25-11. So they reversed 14-point victories in those back-to-back sets. Central Cass holds the 2-1 lead, but 25-23, I believe it was, victory in the fourth for Valley City sends us to a 5th set. The teams trade the lead back and forth, but Central Cass does get the upper hand And Izzy Thompson, with one mighty swing, sent Central Cass into that championship match later tonight against Oak Grove. So then fighting for their state playoff lives, it'll be the Highliners and Jaguars here. The winner, again, will be advancing to play the loser of the Mayport CG versus Carrington match. That will be happening later tonight over in Mayville. That will be at Jamestown Saturday, 3 p.m. That's a look at both of how these teams got here to this point, and we're under 7 minutes until we get the national anthem and starting lineups going here from the Highliner Activity Center. Thanks for joining us here on your live event. We'll take a quick break, come back with some more information and need to know about the matchup.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let's highlight a couple players to watch here tonight from both sides. Of course, for Valley City, we're going to be keeping an eye on Katie Coca, the senior outside hitter that became the single season high kill scorer in Valley City Highliner history on Tuesday as they play the theme song here for Valley City, the pep band in attendance, as this is essentially a home match for the Highliners. Of course, Northern Cass traveling extremely well for a playoff matchup. But the pep band and all the parents here for Valley City gearing up for this one. And of course, like I said, keep an eye on Coca. Also want to keep an eye on Bryn Leak, the setter. The sophomore has been pretty solid here this tournament. So Bryn Leak, sophomore setter, is definitely another one. Then looking for support from Sky Nielsen, Nora Peterson, Katie Burchill to provide a little bit of scoring punch behind Coca to make it a less one-dimensional opportunity looking offense for Cynthia Clabo's squad. And then Kinley Suffolk, of course, that libero for Valley City. Suffolk has had some great moments digging out balls in the back row. So that is the ones to watch for Valley City tonight, but I'm going to be keeping my eye especially on Coca and Leak, that connection throughout the night. Then for Northern Cass, it's usually a pretty balanced attack for Nick Tice's squad, and they've got a few different ways they can hurt you offensively if they're in the groove and they are not getting altered by the block too much. You can get a solid Carly Ryder game who had 14 kills on Monday. You can get a solid Olivia Olsen outing. The middles sometimes will get going. Natalia Gietzen definitely their best scoring middle. So we'll go with Gietzen and Ryder here to provide a punch for the Jaguars, but Tess Jalbert in the back row, the libero. She will get to a lot of balls in the back row that you do not think that she's going to get to. She's a Marc-Andre Fleury type libero, if you will. She'll be all over the place in the back row. It might not look conventional all the time, but she'll make some spectacular digs tonight. So we'll keep an eye on Jalbert for the Jaguars. We'll step aside here. This has been your Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for the starting lineups.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
This has been your Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IRIEINS.com to get a free quote. Both of the teams lining up here for the national anthem. So we will step aside here shortly for that break and come back with the starting lineups. It's the Jaguars, the 5 seed, entering tonight at 13 and 14 versus the Highliners, the 2 seed, at 14 and 4 on the year. So we'll break for the anthem and come back with the lineups after this.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are gearing up for the Region 1 third place match, and the winner heading on to the state qualifier round in Jamestown to face the loser of Mayport CG versus Carrington. And it's time to introduce the starting lineup for both of these teams. Carly Ryder will be an outside hitter, number 4. Number 5, a setter, Macy Murch. Natalia Gietzen, middle hitter, number 7. Olivia Olson, outside hitter, number 10. Faith Fury, middle hitter, number 12. And then Lauren Johnson, number 14. Jalbert will be the libero that rotates in. And then for Valley City, they'll be sending out Morgan Larson, Katie Coca, Bryn Leak, Katie Burchill, Nora Peterson, Kinley Suffolcool, and Sky Nielsen to the floor. Cynthia Clabo, head coach of the Valley City Highliners, and Nick Tice, head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars. It's time to play some volleyball as these teams head towards the net and will exchange hands before they line up to do battle. We'll be keeping track of things tonight on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit dhb.bank.
Jaguar fans, are you ready for Region 1 volleyball?
Good attendance here for this match. Looking forward to the ups and downs that volleyball has provided. We certainly have seen ups and downs from both of these teams from this entire match. This entire tournament has provided some pretty epic moments. No quit in any of these teams, and we'll see that on display here tonight. In comes Kinley Suffolcool, will replace Nora Peterson in the lineup right away for the Highliners, and Tess Jalbert will be the libero, walking in right away for the Jaguars, taking Faith Fury to the bench. So again, those lineups for you: Murch, Jalbert, Olson, Johnson, Ryder, Gietzen for Northern Cass, Burchill, Coca, Suffolcool, Fries, Larson out there for, and Leak out there for Valley City. First serve underway at 5:35. We get going, and Katie Burchill gets the early feed from Bryn Leak. Creates the side out right away, and out goes Burchill after just one swing. 1-0 Valley City to the outside. This one hit long by Lauren Johnson, and Nick Tice joked with me the other day saying, we might as well just let him start up a couple points, because that's how it's been the first few points, as they get one back on a service error, which plagued Valley City. 6 service errors in the first set against Central Cass on Tuesday, which cost them that set in a close one that saw 14 lead changes back and forth. Reese Lavick serves across. Coca off the block dug out by Jalbert. Murch back set towards Johnson, slices one from right to left, and it goes out of play. Northern Cass has not been a fast starting team, but they have gotten better as sets progress. They're a hard team to put away. They do like the long match, which we saw against Mayport, CG, and Carrington, who oddly enough are the number 1 and 2 seeds in Region 2. We saw Northern Cass beat both of those teams in 5 earlier this year. There's a left-handed swing from Valley City that gets one down. That's Dakota Potrats picking up the kill, 4-1. Serve goes towards Lavig, up to Gietzen, and this one is sent long. Another sizable deficit through the first 6 points of a first set for Northern Cass. It's been their calling card, unfortunately, for them, but they've been able to rebound from it a couple of times. Coca didn't get all of that one. It pops up to the outside now. Olsen, someone's in the net. It's Valley City. Natalia Gietzen will rotate to the back row to serve. Jalbert will get a seat as the libero. That serve goes towards Morgan Larson. Here's a setup to the outside. Coca to the backside, and they're going to call a tip. Gietzen touched it as it was going out, and it's 6-2 Valley City. And that was basically just one play that Jalbert was out, as she's right back in for Gietzen. Doesn't have to play the back row, that means. Here comes the set from Murch to the middle. Fury into the ball game now, as that one is not lifted by Valley City. They kept it up legally. Here's a tip, Lauren Johnson. A little bit of chaos from Valley City, all close up at the net. Fury tips one, Coca sprinting up to cover it. Set outside, Potrats blows away on Lavig, and that's a kill for Dakota. Potrats, the lefty. Jump serve, Coca. From the middle of the floor goes to the central Northern Cass middle of the floor for Lavig. Free ball coming back over, lobbed over by Jalbert. Here comes the set from Leak. Big swing, and there is Nielsen punching one through. Sky Nielsen forces the first time out. It's 8-2, Valley City on top to begin here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on your live event.
What was that? Is that Top Insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance?
Maybe? I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are underway from the Highliner Activity Center, and Valley City takes 8 of the first 10 points. Another slow start for the Northern Cass Jaguars in this Region 1A tournament, but they fought back from it plenty times before. They'll have to do it again against a tough Valley City team who is trying to lock in after a sloppy performance on Tuesday has put them in this must-win scenario if they want to get to a state qualifier round. Here comes a set from Murch. Olsen slices one across, but there is Nielsen, who gets a drive now that gets blocked, but it comes through. Suffolkul will set for Potrats. Dug out Jalbert. Fury setting for Olsen, and Coca's there in the back middle. Another, it's not going to be a dig from Jalbert, as that one got all the way through and it came towards the stand. I thought Northern Cass might have a chance to get there, but it just kept carrying back out of play. That's Nielsen again. Set up for Lauren Johnson, and that one never got over. Hits the top of the net and comes back, so despite the timeout, it is 2 more points for Valley City out the break. Coca continues on the serving streak. When you can get points with Coca in the back row, that's a recipe for success, as she'll float one towards the middle of the Northern Cass floor. Set up, Olsen climbs the net and down it goes. She was working on that left side, hit the top of the net. It bounced towards the middle of the floor and landed in front of Sky Nielsen. But that is the first kill of the night for Olivia Olsen. Someone to look out for Northern Cass. If she can get going, that'll be a big help. There is Nora Peterson working on that right side of the net and was able to fire away, beat the block, and down it goes. 11-3 Valley City. Ambush on top. Lainey Bacalar with the serve towards the libero. And here comes an Olsen hit. Handled, now Nielsen splits the block. It gets through and in front of a diving Tess Jalbert. The secondary contributors are going to be huge for Valley City tonight. They probably would have liked to have more activity from those other scorers against Central Cass. Coca was brilliant as always, but if you can get Nielsen moving, that would be great for the Highliners. Free ball coming over for Northern Cass. Hovness set middle, Fury blocked. Hovness back up with it again to the outside. We'll try for Olsen. That one's blocked, and down it goes. That's the advantage that this Highliner team has that most don't. There's more height, more just size over there on that front row for the Highliners. And Northern Cass, the outside hitter's not as tall as some other teams, so it can provide some issues trying to work through that block. Hovness back setting for Marley Wilner. A tip gets through. Coca is lunging at this one. Jalbert there in defense. Wilner plants one down. That's a good sign. A longer, grinded out point. The Jaguars tend to like those. Just wearing a team down, forcing them into a mistake. And they were able to set up Marley Wilner on that right side. Uncontested, wore down that block enough. There's a block at the net for Faith Fury. That's set, second touch from Valley City. Drew him a little bit too close to the net. Burchill tried to dig him out of trouble, but there was Faith Fury getting the block. From the outside, Nielsen way out. Sends it long. Couple of points for Northern Cass back to back, trying to find some rhythm to get back into this first set. Olsen serves. Here comes a left-handed tip from Potratz. Pretty harmless, but not necessarily an in-system ball for Northern Cass. It's a hit from the back row from Jalbert. Jalbert back up with it again. Set for Hovness now towards Ryder, but no full swing gotten off. Nielsen with a full swing. It beats the block. There was a good piece of it blocked away by Fury and Olsen, but it snuck through. And down it goes. That is 4 kills for Sky Nielsen on the outside. A great sign for the Highliners. Maddie Fries will have the serve from the right side, working left to right. And that is Fury on the right side, able to punch one through. It goes straight down after touching the block on the Valley City side. Here's Jalbert now, trailing by 7. Northern Cass in the yellows with the black trim and numbers, but Jalbert in the black with the yellow trim as that libero. This one is glanced off a block at the net. Swung through by Burchill, and she gets the kill. Here comes a set to the middle for Gietzen. First we've heard from Natalia Gietzen tonight. Another contributor for this Northern Cass squad that they'd like to get some more touches. When it can be those quick transition touches off a solid serve receive, and the setter can just laser one over to Gietzen, that's when she's most effective, going quick. There's Burchill again, uncontested at the net. The block was not there. And Northern Cass in the back row didn't stand much of a chance on that. Burchill with 3 kills, Nielsen with 4. Nothing much from Coca yet, but Valley City would much prefer this performance versus the first set performance from the game against Central Cass. Leak sets Coca. Jalber with an incredible dig. Wheeling out to the right side was Peterson. That one's dug out. And that's off a tip. Lauren Johnson from the right side, able to convert it into a Northern Cass point. Reese Slavic, the defensive specialist, the senior, will jump serve this from the middle of the floor. It's a good one. And down to a knee goes the setter on the second touch, having to get that one up for Valley City. Jousting at the net, and everyone got in so close. I believe that was Peterson that was just kind of able to hook shot that one. And it got over the back row, which was more at the middle of the floor. That time for Northern Cass, but that's another one for Peterson. Punched over by Northern Cass after it was in a dangerous spot for a bit there. Here comes Coca off the front row. Olsen lines one over towards the corner. It's handled. Suffolk is going to have to touch this as the setter. And then it's lobbed over by Potratz in that back row again. Just struggling to find the right gaps to be in. So Potratz makes him pay, and the secondary performers here for Valley City. Potratz 3, Burchill 3, Peterson 2, Nielsen 4 kills. So great first set for the Highliners to begin. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
The Highliners doubling up the Jaguars in the first set after a tough loss to the Squirrels. They have looked incredibly sharp to begin this match, and you'd expect nothing less from a well-coached team and a talented group of players rebounding after a tough loss. Their state hopes not done yet. They're trying to get to that state qualifier round. Coca is on the board finally, splits the block. Here comes a set from Murch. Gietzen. It might have been on its way heading out, but it doesn't matter because Morgan Larson was standing in the way of it, couldn't react fast enough. That's how hard that one was hit. Gietzen will serve now. It's a good one, eats up Suffolk a little bit, but they're going to get one to Coca, but the set was a little bit off target. It's a swing and a miss. Long serve and just a little bit too long. It was very close to being on back line, but Gietzen will rotate out now after missing that serve. Coca back in the serving rotation and enjoyed a long stint Serve receive was a little bit rough that time for Northern Cass as Murch got pinned up to the net, and her set goes into the antenna, looking for Fury on that left side. Laser of a serve, but Lavig handles. Murch lobs up top. Olsen the tip. Nielsen handles. Now Coca blast, but Jalbert's there. In a dangerous spot that time, and Coca lunging, but that one's going to be off her hands into the student section after Northern Cass was able to get a nice setup. I believe that was Lauren Johnson that was on that right side. She'll check out now. Johnson and Murch to the bench. Hovness and Wilner in. And Hovness will serve this one. It'll go long. So Northern Cass with a few serving errors in this first set. This will rotate Lainey Bacalar in. Bacalar will serve. Hovness over to get it for that second touch. Wilner blocked away. Hovness stabs at it. Lavig gets there. Olsen is going to recognize last second. She's got to go. Coca winds up from deep, and Jalbert's there. Now here comes Olsen on the counterattack. Bacalar's there to step in front of it. And Nielsen with a drive. Bacalar another serve towards Olsen's vicinity. Now Wilner waiting on this one, and Northern Cass just hasn't been able to get the looks at the net that they want. That one never made it over. That was a Potratz hit that hit the top of the net and came back. But that block from Valley City, they've gotten some blocks, they've altered some shots into tips, and it's just taken the aggressiveness away from the hitters of the Jaguars, and that's the danger you can get into when you're not as big as that front row of the opponent. But playing big on the defensive side is Fury and Wilner there. Get a block. They get a free ball coming back now their way. Fury blocked. Wilner pops it over, and down it goes. Valley City was able to get control of it and punch it down on an overpass. Both front rows returning the favor on the blocks. Set point coming Valley City. Hovness outside for Ryder. Almost got it down, but it was dug out by Freeze. This one goes into the net for Northern Cass on Ryder. And that'll do it for set number one. It's a clean first set, one that Valley City is much more accustomed to. 25-13 is your opening set score. We'll be right back here on your live event for set two. The Highliners comfortably on top.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze up. Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need: top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Starting to see some red and some maroon trickle into the stands here at the Highliner Activity Center with the match to follow this one for the Region 1A Championship. It will be the Oak Grove Grovers, the #1 seed, versus the Central Cass Squirrels, who were able to beat these Highliners on Tuesday to advance into that championship bracket side. But season not done. State hopes not totally quashed here for either of these teams, because one of them will be heading on to the state qualifier round on Saturday at 3 p.m. Face the loser of Mayport CG versus Carrington, which will wrap up later tonight. Over in Region 2, Grafton versus Thompson just wrapping up their first set. Grafton pulls out a close first set, 25-23. Valley City will have the serve to start this second set. It will be Morgan Larson. Hovness will set for Wilner. This one going long. Larson plays it. Now here comes Coca with a big jump, a scoop shot, and will scoop it into the back row off a hand and down for the kill. Larson serves. Here comes the counter from Northern Cass. That's going to work out. Carly Ryder picks that one up. Placed it short in front of that back row. A lunging effort sent it over toward the scorer's table and on a play. One apiece. Reese Lavig, one of the top servers on this Northern Cass team, sends a good one, and it creates an overpass and a point. Kinley Suffolcool, the libero for Valley City, couldn't handle that one as well as she'd like. It got in on her a little bit, and she forced that one back towards the net and over, where Faith Fury was awaiting it and put it down. Much better start for Northern Cass. This one will get through for Coca and eventually dies in Northern Cass territory. Fury and Wilner were there in the front row. They tried to scoop it out, but it just got pinned to the net. Two apiece. Coca with another. Hovness set left. Olsen for the kill. Freeze and Larson were both there. Freeze in the front row, Larson in the back, and it looked like Freeze was trying to pull the hands back at the last second to let that one through for Larson, but she grazed it. It goes back and out of play. Give Olivia Olsen that kill. Here comes Coca returning fire, and Fury just puts up the hands in self-defense, and it goes straight into the ground. Another one for Katie Coca. Overpass on serve receive for Northern Cass. They're in the net trying to get it out. No, I think they overturned this one to, yes. Valley City was reaching across the net when they were trying to knock it down on the overpass. Good serve from Valley City, and it trickled right back to the net, but they reached over, negating that net call against the Jaguars. Here comes Peterson with a drive, dug out by Murch. Potrat with a left-handed swing. Jalbert's got it. Here comes Olsen off a hand, dug by Suffolcool. Potrat's another tip of the net. Dietzen pops it up. So does Lavig for Olsen, and that one hits the antenna. Will be Northern Cass point. Sorry, Valley City point. Four apiece on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Set for Dietzen off the block. Suffolcool was able to punch it up with the left hand in desperation. Here comes a Coca swing from way back. It's dug by Jalbert nicely. Geetson. Oh, a perfect spot. Natalia Geetson was pretty much at a standstill close to the net, but she was able to drop it in a beautiful spot to pull the Jags within one. Olsen hits the very top of the net. That's a tough break for Olivia Olsen. Living right on the edge there. That time it bounces back. Here comes Lainey Bacalar. Murch set, Geetson, got it. Bacalar couldn't handle it, and it goes into the Valley City bench. Natalia Geetson with a beautiful start. Jalbert, a net grazing serve that dives in front of Coca for an ace. Haven't seen many aces yet tonight, but Olsen that's Jalbert picking it up. From way back on the Highliners baseline. Jalbert serves that one over. Suffolk lobbing one up for Potratz, who misfires. Northern Cass, largest lead of the match after losing 25-13 in the first set. Off to a much better start. Potratz blocked away, sent back by Valley City, able to get that one across after a good block from the Jaguars defense. Potratz adjusting with the left hand, it's blocked and out. Collision on the Jaguar side. Davidson and Ryder get tangled up, but they're okay. Good effort from the Jaguars defense that time, but the block just barely ends up out of bounds. Murch setting up at the net for Johnson. It's just a tip over. Coca glancing off the front row. Fury pops one up. Ryder off the hands of Suffolk now. Coca getting a swing off of the hands of Murch and Davidson. Jalbert just look at each other and it drops between them on the back line. So another one for Katie Coca. Freeze with the serve. Davidson will pop it up to Murch. Ryder, net. 3 straight for Valley City on a couple of mistakes from the Jaguars. Freeze came awkward off the hand. It's out of bounds. Here's that Wilner and Hovness substitution in for Johnson and Murch. Good block from Fury on Burchill. Davidson will loft this one up to Wilner, who goes long. Coca played it. It was going to be close. Nielsen from the left side splits the block. Down it goes. Nine apiece. Here comes Morgan Larson with the jump serve from the middle of the floor, working left to right. Hovness setting up Fury. Free's able to get there. Now it's a free ball coming for Northern Cass. Hovness sets up Fury in the middle. It's dug by Suffolk. A little bit of confusion on the Valley City side on who's taking it. Leads to Ryder, but that one's going to go out of play. It's a good opportunity as Northern Cass had diversified where they were setting on that volley. They'd set from the right, the middle, then the left, but Ryder hit it long, even with a clean look. Wilner off a fingertip. It's dug. Coca is blocked, but Northern Cass is in the net. Would have been a Jaguars point if they had been able to stay out of the net. Larson serve, Hovness outside, Ryder blocked, and it caroms up off the top of the net. And Coca slams it down, so that is 6 straight for Valley City. They've regained a 3-point lead. Here comes Ryder, blocked, and it's heading out of play. It was last touched by Northern Cass, and Nick Tice going over to the official to chat about something. But I think he was pretty cut and dry. There was a block at the net off of Valley City that got returned right away by Northern Cass, and it was beyond the antenna. So that's 7 straight for Valley City. Hovness, nice hustle to track that one down after Northern Cass was able to dig it from the net. And there's another one for Coca. Timeout called by Northern Cass. Nick Tice needs some time to talk it over. His team was just up 3. They find themselves down 5. It's 14-9 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Welcome back here on your live event as we bring you back to set number 2. It is the Jaguars down 5 after an early lead. 8 straight for the Highliners, and here is Morgan Larson at the serve, and Wilner able to return for Northern Cass, but it's handled easily and easily destroyed by Coca. It's been tough sledding on offense for Northern Cass. They've had some good moments with Gietzen, but she's not in the game at the moment, and they've just not had the power at the net to beat this block from Valley City. There's a hitting error for the Highliners that will go into the net and give Northern Cass their first point since it was 9-6. Deep serve from Lava goes towards Larson. Leak sets up for Burchill, but it's dug. Here comes the counter from Wilner. It's blocked out of play, and Northern Cass gets another one back. There's an ace serve for Northern Cass. Sent Suffolcool flying at that one, but she couldn't get there. The ace comes from Reese Lavig, second Northern Cass ace. Coca from the middle, and yeah, there's no stopping that. Block was not set for Northern Cass. And Coca just had a free look, looking straight down at the ground. Back set from Hovness to Fury, and that one eats up Suffolcool a little bit. It will be a hit from the back row coming from Larson. It's a decent one. Olsen plants one on the back line. Might have been tipped anyway, but he gets down. And Olivia Olsen plants down her third kill. Will rotate back, Faith Fury to serve. Jalbert will rotate out. Gietzen is in. That serve had some carry to it, kind of knuckling towards the back line. Sliced over by Coca. A diving effort by Northern Cass to keep it up. Coca, another one. That'll get down. 10 kills for Katie Coca. 17-13. Valley City on top. Bryn Leak will serve. Overpass from Olsen on the serve, but they survive it as Peterson couldn't quite put it down. And then Olsen kind of hits a changeup, and it sneaks over the net and down on the Valley City, the V in the Valley City logo that resides on the Valley City side of the floor. So that's another one for Olsen. That's 4 for her. Northern Cass back within 3, just hanging around after surviving a 9-0 run. They'll get another one back on a hitting error from Valley City. Long serve. Suffolk will place it on the back line. Coca dug by Lavig. Then Olsen slices one out. Olsen was on the left side for Northern Cass. She sliced, and instead of getting the line, she got the Valley City bench on a sharp angle. Murch, quick set, Gietzen got it. That's exactly what Northern Cass likes to hinge their offense on. That set was not in the air for very long. It was just a point-to-point. Gietzen standing a foot away from Murch set, and Gietzen kills it. There's one for Dakota Potrats. The lefties back in the game and back in the scoring column with her 4th kill. Lainey Bacalar will be serving now for Valley City. Davidson will check in for Northern Cass with Olsen to the bench. This one off the hands of Ryder. Jalbert's there. Davidson crashing into the bench. Couldn't do much with that one. This one lobbed up for Ryder. Down the line, it is just out. Couple of important points getting away from the Jaguars, and that'll bring Harper Rust into the match for the first time. We saw her make a late entry into that match versus Kindred. Came up pretty clutch. There is a serve that dies on the net. It goes over, and it's an ace. Timeout called by Northern Cass, now finding themselves down 6. In an all-important second set, the Highliners pulling back away.
The holidays are here, and Mindak Market has the perfect gifts to make every moment memorable and sweet. From multiple gift pack options to the Dubai chocolate bars on sale now for $6.99. Dubai chocolate bars are the perfect stocking stuffers. Even Santa is going chocolate. Mindak Market has everything you need to spread joy and flavor this season. Stop in today and check out the selection for yourself with Mindak Market in the West Acres Mall in Fargo.
Looking at our out-of-town scoreboard in the 1B side of things, Edgeley-Cole Montpelier is up 2-0 on Kidder County, and also up 21-19 in that third set. So they are trying to punch their way to a state qualifier round. EKM is on their way if they can close that third set out, or any of the remaining possibilities. Grafton already up 1-0 on Thompson and has a lead in the second set. Nielsen splits between Davidson and Jalbert and finds the back line. Bacalar, long lofting serve and played by Rust. Johnson into the net, and that'll be set point now. The set just got away from Northern Cass on that long 9-0 run. Weren't able to put it back together after that. Geetson blocked at the net. Murch tried to go over on the second touch, didn't fool him enough, and that one is just a little bit out. Oh, we've got conflicting information down the line, judges, but it's going to be ruled out. Coco was almost on the corner there to end the set. Instead, Jalbert will serve. Potrat's dugout. And Lauren Johnson able to put a floater down. Here comes, looking for a tip, there it is. Nielsen, a drive that grazed off the Jaguars' front row, and Valley City finds themselves up 2-0. The Highliners are 1 set away from going to the state qualifiers.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Valley City up 2-0 here as we enter the third set. And it's going to be do or die for Northern Cass, trying to keep their season alive. 7 seniors on this squad, all trying to fight to stay alive for another round. Wilner lofts this one over, but she's going to say, they're going to say it's a double from the stand. This one lobbed up from Leak to Coca, glances off the front row. Hovness sets Fury, good look from the middle. And it's official that EKM has 3-0'd Kidder County. And we'll get their state qualifier opportunity. Coca a little bit strong from the left side from Valley City. It's another 2-1 lead for Northern Cass in back-to-back sets now, and Thompson showing some fight. Is up 25-24 after being down to Grafton in that second set. One that they must get. This one's set over by Wilner. Now here comes Leak, but it leads Valley City into the net. It's a joust, and Fury wins it. And the Tommies have won that second set to tie it up with Grafton. So a 25-23 Grafton win, then a 26-24 Thompson win coming from behind. There's a double hit from Northern Cass that'll toss another point over to the Highliners, and that Region 2A tournament has been a good one as well. Video coverage available on your live event as the Tommies tie up Grafton now at 1 apiece. Fury running into this one got blocked and then was in the net. Leak with a jump serve towards Olson. Got it over to Wilner. Olson gets it back. And Valley City's going to be able to play this. Coca slices one across towards Lavig, who digs it out. Olson dug out, though, in the back by Larson. Then Coca ends it. Valley City runs a pretty tight rotation. The players they play are the players they play. Northern Cass, there's a few more subs that'll rotate through as Fury hits this one and grabs the net. It's 5-3 Valley City. Long serve, Lavig couldn't get it. It was going to be on that back corner and goes off of her hands, back and out of play. There's an ace for Bryn Leak, the setter. Hovness on the second touch, goes over, Leak is there. Now Suffolk sets for Potratz, there it goes, another tip, timeout called by Northern Cass. Valley City has been in control all night. They control 7-3 as we head into the middle stages of the third.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Valley City has cruised out to a 2-0 set lead, and now they've got a 4-point lead in the third set early on. It's been a Highliner domination, and Bryn Leak has been a big part of that with the sets tonight. She's serving. Lavig has to sprawl out for this. Fury tips it over, pretty harmless. Now Coca gets blocked away. Gets another attempt, and the tip lands out. Had some open space, but just missed the line. As we can see some Central Cass jerseys walking around right now, awaiting the end of this match, which, if Northern Cass is unable to extend, would be done in 3. Another big swing and another kill. That was Nora Peterson. Coca jump serve. Lavig gets it cleanly up to Hovness. Sets for Gietzen. Tip handled well by Valley City. Nielsen. to swing now. Here comes Olson with a counter for Northern Cass. Potratz, oh, what a dig with one hand from Jalbert. Kept it up and then ducks out of the way of that one. Tess Jalbert mobbed by her teammates, single-handedly saving that point. Just dropped a right fist down to the ground and punched that ball up. Leak, set, middle, tip, down it goes. Murch setting for Gietzen, and that'll work. Had Leak and Coca both committing to it, and it tips around between both of them. Critical juncture of the match for Northern Cass. You're already down a couple of sets in big fashion. You had a 9-6 lead at this point last set and gave up a 9-0 run. Now you find yourself down 6-9, and it'll be 6-10. Potratz pokes it over with the left hand. Freeze with the serve as Harper Rust is back in this game for Northern Cass. Lauren Johnson on the outside makes it happen.
With that last assist, Ray Lee just set the single season school record for assists for Valley City.
And last time out for Valley City, Coca became the single season kill record holder. With that last assist, her setter, Bryn Leak, became the single season assist leader. A heck of a return from Valley City coming, as they were all out of sorts at the very back wall, but Nielsen was able to muscle one over, and they get the point. Northern Cass got stuck trying to dig it out of the net, but that's got to be one of the plays of the match so far. It was a great serve for Northern Cass, and it pinned the third touch all the way back at the wall. This is a deep gym where there's a lot of space on the baselines, but Nielsen was able to muscle that over. Coca, speaking of muscling one over, big time swing, 12th kill, 12 points for Valley City in the third. Larson, jump serve from the middle of the floor. Set from Murch. Johnson, dug out by Suffolk. Now Coca slices one over. Davidson's there. Murch setting left side. That is Rust. Dug out though by Larson on a ball that may have been heading out. Murch will set to the left side for Rust again. Good swing, but the block is there. Tipped over. Northern Cass got to do something with it. Johnson, and it goes in the net. Here comes Rust again, who's had some good looks and taking advantage of the playing time that she's gotten. Popped up by Davidson. Here comes Jalbert with a drive. Coca, big swing, out it goes. Hovness serve. Leak lobs up for Coca, picks up another assist. Bryn Leak is one of the top distributors in Region 1 and showing why after setting that single season assist record. Sets up another Coca touch. There's another one. Assist Leak, kill Coca. Seven-point lead. Overpass, and Coca destroys it. $15 kills for Katie Coca through 2.5 sets. Suffolk deep serve. Davidson was playing pretty high up. Glances off her hands and out it goes. Another serve coming, going towards Davidson again, and another point, another ace. Back to back for Suffolk, and now we'll target Davidson again. It goes out. That Northern Cast back row has just been playing high on that serve receive, and it was taking advantage of those last couple of points. Coca destroys another one. No chance for Hubness. (19-9). It's all Valley City tonight. Leak the serve. Jalbert passes up to Hubness. Wilner tips it over. Oh, what a diving save by Leak. That time, it's going to be a violation on Valley City that sends it over to Northern Cass. Big swing, Coca, it's out. Northern Cass survived that one as the back line was open. Coca just missed by a couple inches. Leak sets to the backside, and there's a touch called. Potratz will get credit for that one. Coca starting from behind the second L in Valley City. So very deep to begin this jump serve that she walks and now runs into. Olsen able to beat Potratz at the net. It was a good set from Wilner. Not the usual setter, but had to lob one up from across the court. Got across to change the angle of the block, and down it goes for Olsen. An overpass, but dug out by Valley City after they were in trouble for a second. Up for Olsen again. Suffolk able to get there, but then it ends up dying in front of Peterson. Suffolk just had a open palm on that one, didn't really get much on it. Peterson blocked at the net, scooped out by Valley City. Nielsen blocked, and actually not blocked, it was never over. Now or never for Northern Cass. Murch with the serve towards Nielsen, gets to Leak, now back to Nielsen, it's out. Back within 5. Leak back sets to Peterson, and the change of pace gets the point for Nora Peterson. Peterson, Suffolk check out. Bacalar's back in. She will serve. Lavig is there. Set middle, Gietzen got it through. Northern Cass not going away quietly. That one's going to go over on the first touch of the serve receive. This one's batted over by Jalbert, but couldn't quite get it to the net. That was just a ping pong ball heading back and forth between both teams. And it was eventually a jump ball at the net that was poked off a deflection onto the Northern Cass side. Jalbert couldn't quite clear it on that third touch. Nick Tice will use his final timeout here, asking for one final push from this group. 30 seconds, we'll be right back.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Maddie Freeze trying to help send Valley City into the state qualifier round. Will serve. Up 6 points, just needing 3 to have a 3-0 sweep. Line judge was almost in the way there on that second touch for Northern Cass, but they rescue it. This one blocked away. A lot of Valley City Highliners up the net. Blocked away by Gietzen, making a stand. Jalbert, the serve towards an overpass, and down it goes. It's a great serve towards Sky Nielsen, and that one came straight back over, and Valley City was in trouble after that. Highliners will use their timeout, up by 4, as Northern Cass clawing their way back 22-18 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Valley City looking to put the finishing touches on a 3-0 sweep. The Northern Cass Jaguars trying to keep their season alive on life support right now, but they've battled back from down several points to within 4. Coca, first touch goes towards lead. Coca from deep, dug out by Jalbert, and Johnson forces one through on the right side. Closest it's been since 9-6. A little bit of an overpass. The setter had to go over on the first touch. Nice sliding stop by Suffolk. This one batted up by Burchell. Now Rust slices one across. Suffolk's there on the defensive side. Nielsen, an opportunity, and it's out. Northern Cass has life. Now, this place is going to go nuts if Northern Cass comes all the way back. That Jaguars bench has energy and an ace. The momentum piling up. Another timeout called by Valley City. After calling their first, it's another 3-0 run for Northern Cass, back within one. They are not done yet. We'll be right back.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Two very different demeanors on these benches right now. Just business as usual on the Valley City side. But this Northern Cass side is juiced up. Nick Tice, very energetic in the timeout, imploring his team, look at the scoreboard. We are right there. We have to have this. Tess Jalbert with another good serve. It's another ace. We've seen this before from Northern Cass on life support in matches against Mayport, against Carrington, against other good teams, and able to pull out sets. Coca plays this one. They're back tied here. Still a lot of work to do. This one dug out of the net by Valley City. They're able to stay alive after being in a dangerous spot. Rust tipped at the net, and then down it goes. It's blocked back by Valley City. The Jaguars got all close up at the net after Rust tipped it over, but it was recovered quickly, and the Highlanders are 2 points away from closing this one out. Jump serve goes towards Davidson, handled Murch. Back set for Johnson. Suffolk is able to pop it up. Coca, that'll get down. Set, match point. Larson serves. Davidson gets it up. Fury's going to have to be the second touch. Rust puts it into the front row. Coca, but it's dug out by Jalbert. Rust couldn't get it over, and that'll do it. 25-22, Northern Cass gave it all they had to battle back, but the Valley City Highliners have won it in 3. They sweep the Jaguars and sweep their way into the state qualifier. We'll find out later tonight who they will play. Will it be the Patriots of Mayport CG or the Cardinals of Carrington? We'll find out later. You can catch the Region 2A action on yourliveevent.com with video coverage. We will get our postgame underway here in our Benedictine Living Community Ada game summary around the break. Thanks for joining us for the first of 2 matches of the championship bracket.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
I'm here with Kinley Suffolk on our post-game show as you guys are moving on to the state qualifier round now. How does it feel to have just kind of rescued this season here and moving on now?
Feels good to be in a state qualifier. I think, after Tuesday's loss, it was long and hard, and, it just feels good to bounce back today with a win and get ourselves a chance to go to state.
It seemed like a much cleaner performance today than on Tuesday. What was the key to cleaning up some of the self-inflicted stuff that we saw on Tuesday?
I think our service was a little off on Tuesday, and today we kind of cleaned it up, and it got Bryn good sets, and then it got our hitters just an open net with the blockers. So I think that was a key part today.
And then for Bryn, single season record holder now in assists. What does she bring to this team, just being able to distribute to all places on the floor?
Yeah, well, we run a 5-1, so she's out on the court all the time. And I think she's a cool head to keep out there. She's good at just, keeping it mellow out there, and she keeps it calm, and she knows where to go, and she knows, whose hands to put the ball in to kill it.
What other teammates would you like to shout out for performances tonight that are helping you move on for Saturday now?
I think just watching who wins this one and seeing what kind of competition we got going into Region 2, playing them.
Absolutely. So moving on, congratulations. That's Kinley Suffolk joining us on the Your Live Event post-game show.
Thank you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Welcome back here. This is the Benedictine Living Community Ada game summary, a trusted name in senior living, Benedictine Living Community in Ada. And Ben, this is one you won't forget right here for both of these teams for Valley City. They've rescued their opportunity to still attempt a state run now. And for Northern Cass and Nick Tice in his first year with the 7 seniors, a season that they won't forget here, as they were able to pull off a great upset against Kindred to keep going in that season and make it to this point. So nothing to be ashamed of here for Northern Cass. To see a lot of smiles, just proud parents, proud athletes here of the performance they put on here tonight and for this entire season. Some great moments to be shared between them all. So 25 13, 25, 18, 25, 22, your final scores here from the Highliner Activity Center. The Highliners are moving on to the state qualifier round. Mayport CG Carrington, the loser of that championship match tonight, will draw the Highliners on Saturday at 3 p.m. Northern Cass closes out their season here in the 3rd place match. They take 4th in the Region 1A tournament this year. and will finish the season with a record of 13-15. That'll close out our first broadcast here from the Highliner Activity Center. Josh Boyko signing off and thanking our sponsors here for doing what they do so we can do what we do here on Your Live Event. Big thank you to all of our sponsors that make this possible, as we will now click off of this one and get the link up for Game 2 here. The Region 1A Championship is next on YourLiveEvent.com.